This video is the biggest mistake of my life that has ever happened. I recorded the full narration while I went up the mountain through the roads of PHALUT, but unfortunately, not a single dram of sound came. This was because of the experiment that I did with the selfie stick by plugging in the camera button to the sound output, and that messed it up. The full video just went in utter silence. I hope my mistakes will be pardoned, as I am a beginner to this thing. And I hope you guys really enjoy. Thank you for watching. Keep up with it. In this part of the video, I was showing the situation that was around me. My father, my mother right beside me, the area, the landscape, the edge where I was sitting. In the morning, when I went to the trail down to the roads of the PHALUT, I got various kinds of birds. It was full, but the main problem was that the shade that was coming behind the mountains, because the mountains faced towards the western side, so the shadows were falling off and the pictures were not good enough and the birds were not yet coming out. So it was really difficult, and I was explaining about ATD and stuffs. That's it. Then I continued for walking. I'm going to show the pictures now. I hope you guys enjoy. There will be the label of the names of the birds that I've got. Only a few, but yet I hope you will like it. Amidst this process, I saw plenty of birds, different kinds of dates. And amongst them, there was this rufous vented date, which just gave me a pose. Then I saw this little fella, whose name I don't know. Please comment down in the comment section to give me the description about this bird. Then after walking a little while, I came across this bird flying really high up in the mountains. It was a northern goshawk. The very first time, it just looked like a little bird, but trust me, it was really big. It was really difficult to walk with that heavy lens that I was showing over there, and trust me, climbing up the mountains was really hard with this lens to be carried on forward. So what I decided was to give it to my father and move a little bit way further so that I can explore the place a little bit more. However, thanks goodness that I didn't give my camera back to my dad, because what I got the next time was really undesirable, and it made my day. I saw this really cute little fella sitting gently on the branch of the tree, and it was not making a single move. He is commonly known as blue-fronted redstart. Finally, I gave my camera back to my father and just moved along, talking like nonsense, forward to the way towards PHALUT, leaving my mom and dad behind me, and this is how the place actually looked. The roads are really divine. It was splendid, and I was feeling older as I was going alone. It was a separate kind of feeling which I cannot tell you. The explanations and the sounds of the chilly winds that was given there, if was added with this video clip, would have made this thing a really outstanding show, to be sure. Unfortunately, it was my fault. The sound didn't come. The silent trail continues. Oh, poor me, trying to show the mountains with lots and lots of explanation, but nothing came. Therefore, I decided to switch the camera. Now, very interesting thing was the road. Look at them. There was a small walking trail where the trekkers go, and on this particular road, the big Land Rover goes as well. At this point, PHALUT was still 20 kilometers left, so it was pretty impossible for me to know that I could not go over there alone, especially leaving my mom and dad behind me. So I continued walking up the trails of these mountains, but there were two roads, one for the walkers and one for the car. I took the shortcut that pitched all the way up about 55 degrees back to the another side, where the roads just curled around one turn to reach at that location. It was a vector. And trust me, from here the looks of the surrounding was majestic, and in the south I could have seen down the plains of the Bihar from this region. However, I could not show you in the video footage here. But trust me, down below you can see there deep lurks the plains. We could even see the rivers of Tista flowing back to the Siliguris. It was so high. I felt like I was at the top of the world, looking down on the creation, with God on one hand and me on the other hand. With the heavens on my right, the sleeping Buddha lies beyond, with his creation on the left. And at this point I realized that I could come to this place again and again in my future, and trust me, I can die and be born again just to come to this place. যাহা দেখিলাম তাহা সত্যি জন্ম জন্মান্তরেও ভুলিব না. The views that I have seen will never forget. Not even this life, and as a Hindu, not in my future lives as well. My eyes were absolutely, I don't know would you believe it or not, but it was, I'm getting so emotional right now. The place was like heavens, sleeping Buddha in front of me. On the left, the Everest, the Annapurna range, Macha Puchere, the blue sky and the white clouds, down the red earth of the autumnal falls, the leaves of the rhododendron turning red with the green spruces all around. It was nothing more than what God shows us to be, the real creation of humanity, real creation of this universe. He's really an artist. Nothing much to be said. Simply sit back and enjoy now. Look at the boulders and the loose rock here. The cars, the Land Rovers, really climb up these loose rocks and make their lives in the risk each and every day to go to PHALUT once and return back. And the small trail that you can see over here is from where the people walk, the trekkers I mean. And then I noticed a really interesting thing. A whole lot of packs and packs of clouds and cold front winds was shifting to the south, and from the south these monsoon rain winds were coming, and especially from the southeastern part. The dried up monsoon winds can cause no harms but can cover the full mountains and views will be blocked forever, at least for 2 to 3 days. So I was really considering me lucky. Look at those clouds. Anyways, I continue to move forward in order to get some better views. You know, there is no option for goods to be harmed. Just go for the better and then the best. That's how life goes. There is the point from where I came, and trust me, literally just came all the way to this roads and crossing about 5 to 6 kilometers up to 15 kilometers milestone for PHALUT from the 20 that I've shown you previously. It was my time to return back. as my father was calling, and it was really interesting as the sound was echoing in my ear. Twice, not once, but twice. Really wish I could have gone a little bit more farther. However, my father called me back and it was time to move. So I kept walking and walking all along until I reached my father. He was standing like he was the king of the mountains. It was really funny, but he was really tired. We continued to move back to our hotel. We finally completed our journey and was welcomed by this cute little fella. After finishing my lunch, I just came back here of this hotel where I took the night shot, as you can see in the episode 4, just given in the link at the end. And I was really describing about various things which I really forgot now. On that very morning, I met this guy and he was doing some nonsense, collecting stones and targeting that bottle over there. I don't know really what he was trying to do, but it was really funny. I tried to stop him because there were two persons who just walked all the way from PHALUT and reached to the hotel, was sitting right beside the place where he was throwing the stones, and it was really dangerous. Anyways, he didn't listen to me and I continued my survey. They confirmed that they were from the United States of America. are from Czech Republic. I've been talking to them yesterday, and as I've already told you guys that it's been nice and splendid to hear from them about their country and their culture. And we have at least talked for 1.5 hours, and it was really nice for them to hear. They're so kind and polite. Just best time. We just had a best time with them.
I confirm.
You confirmed it.
You know the place. And
Hello.
hello.
It was very nice to meet you.
Thank you.